That's the first time I probably actually posted stuff before figuring out if it actually was working. Yep, it's working. Keltan's response was out. Hello. Yes. We have Flavor Flav, but so we still had that set. Yes, the Sighty mark. Alright, actually I'm gonna put that back. I think it was no mark. Yes. What you got a good Flavor Flav. Well, first off, I was accidentally hit my camera thing earlier, so I did want to say, like, because I can control the size of the camera here thing in the corner. I try to keep it small because I don't like it getting in the way of stuff, especially if I'm working in this region right here. But I can try to keep it low on that. Normally, I don't need anything that high. Is the camera a good size, or do people want it bigger or smaller? I'll leave it up to you guys because I mean, you're the ones watching. I just realized how much she's in the ground. I did not know I had her in the ground that much. She's supposed to be that tall. Yeah, no. I'm fine with it being cut. That might actually make animating difficult, though. Nah, I can lock. I'll lock it here and be fine. Hello. But that does lead to where if anybody has any questions regarding stuff, or needs me to explain something in detail, or want me to cover a topic, let me know and I will do that. Yeah, for sure. I need to double check because I know we were having problems last time with the, I think, the lighting at the horizon. I'm trying to figure out what was causing that separation right here. Because you can see the way it's reflecting is different. But I probably don't need the clouds on for that. Yeah, it's still doing it even without the clouds. Actually, I wonder if I shut the lights off just if it still does it. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it is the way the lights are reflecting in some way. This is how I do my problem solving. So I know that it's not the actor lights, and it could be the sky one. And you can see that this line right here, this one I'm trying to get rid of. So this is actor stuff again. And it's probably not going to be any of the sun hole ones. Okay. So now I'm down to what it is I'm looking for here. No. Okay, so that just made it stand out. So I need to get rid of that light there. Or what's causing this. Okay, so that's just volumetric. It can't be just that. Can it? I wonder if that's... I'm thinking that I know what's causing this then. So I'm thinking that this light is hitting the ground underneath, lighting it, and it's lighting up through the water. Meaning to fix it is actually not that difficult. Oh, no, I think I tried that. I think it's a light-enabled model, though, so that would have still caused the problem. That was 1024. Okay, Come on, where are you, model? No. That was a user mod. I might have deleted that one and just left it with the workshop one. The green screen model is measured, or they put the number in there for how big it is. So usually if I want to find it, I just search the dimensions, which is right here. So that is this panel. So let me go to the, not that one, that one's going to take light. This one is ignoring light. It's just causing a glow from around it. So, but I swear we tried this and it didn't work. Yeah, it's not, that doesn't work. So it's not actually blocking the light. So it means that I'm not going to be able to stop the reflections by blocking it. The most I'm going to be able to do to stop it is to prevent it from getting to the ground. The other map, I'm guessing, didn't have that issue because I'm guessing the texture probably didn't accept light. This is at an angle, which makes this a lot harder. There's no way to drop the maximum because it's just going to do it in chunks. Like that. Huh. Well, that's the sky that's lighting up. The only thing I can do is... You know, you're using the same headset for a while when you go to sneeze and you get the habit of knocking your mic up. Just not sneezing it. Even though it wasn't down. No, if I change this light, because right now it's aiming down at an angle. If I have it go straight down, I can hide it then. But that is going to take manipulating what exists, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take this. Okay, so I need to simulate that for the most part. Actually, I'm going to back up so I can get to this part. Because I know that there's a manipulation of the change in distance, so I need to make sure I'm taking that into account. Okay. I'm guessing with an Uber light I can make this look more like it was supposed to. It's going to take some putts in. So I'm going to go or cut off. No, it's just whenever I go to sneeze, it's just a habit of move mic out of way so that you don't blow it out of people on the mic. So if I take and increase the edge width and height, but I decrease the height and width itself, that should, I'm hoping, spread the brightness out. But actually, I don't even think that's working. I'm thinking what this is going to take is having a bright base, like right down the middle, and then having a secondary one that spreads a bit more. So this one I will call water main, and this is one I probably want to keep it a little dimmer because it's going to have another one on top. We'll do that. And I will increase the width and stuff a bit more. Okay. And now I'm going to just bring that cutoff up so that it is no longer hitting the ground. I want it just hitting the water. getting this to actually. I don't think the water's taking in light. I think it's only the panel underneath, and that might be why it's causing issues. It's reflecting the sky, but the water itself is not actually accepting light. So it's being lit by the underground. If that's the case, then this actually will be easier to fix than I thought. So I'm going to keep the light as it was. But now I essentially just need to put something behind it to take in the same lighting. So I'm going to get that green screen panel back here. Okay, does this take in light? I thought I had one of these that was set to do that. I think this is just sand somethings. But I think this is this set to glow or something? No, it's not. It's just the light. Good. And it's taking in the light. So I need these models to be down. I'll make these much bigger. I want to make sure that this is actually working. Okay, so that does work. I just have to get it positioned right. I want to have this just up. I gotta do this first. So this is 0. Save. Bring this down just a little bit. Drop it so that it's even less. Actually, I wonder if I just keep it on the same plane as it. If I just extend it to a large distance. Just be careful that I'm not changing the color of it. Even then, if I did, not gonna cry about it. That for the most part actually fixes it just like that. Let's go out a bit further though. And fix it up closer. It needs to be positioned differently. Alright, I can make multiple of these. I'm just going to overlap them. I don't care about having a little bit of mistakes there. I just want to make sure that it's not going to look awkward like it is right here. awkward because it needs to be closer to the surface. This looks awkward because it does. This is kind of neat. Because this is one of the things that's just bugging me right now is I'm getting this whole thing fixed so that it's not having this lighting issue at the horizon. Let's see, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we can stick with that for now. Now to see if it fixes it by turning everything else on. Okay, by doing that, did I remove the reflections of the clouds? Well, nope, that was always there. So is it not? No, it is taking in the reflections. It's just the light's bright enough that it eliminates it, which means that the water is too bright. So let's bring that down a bit. No, because... No, the glow on the horizon's not there either. Where's my glowy? Oh, there's something missing here. Why is it so close? That might be causing some of the reflections to disappear. I don't know why that volumetric light was over there. It's supposed to be causing the horizon to glow. I swear there was one that was like really tight to that middle area though. I know the maps got readjusted a little bit, so it could have been this one and it just broke. Yeah, without this light, everything kind of blends in there. So this does need to be closer. It needs a larger fade-off range. I think that is help. So let's spread this out further. Bring this down a bit more. That And distance got 0. That's why that's being weird. The only one I've seen lately is Daybreaker, but it's because of Celestia. Okay, so I need it to come over this horizon a bit more. What this was doing and probably why it was set up like that. So I'm going to go back to this beginning here. That's the wrong one. So go back to here. Far edge. Cut off, go up. Drop intensity. Does that work? Gives me my reflections back. I just want to make sure that you can still tell the difference between... Why does this... Oh. Make sure you can still tell the difference between horizon and sky. Because right now the water almost looks too reflective. Less than a moth's time. No, that'd be cool. Prince Whatever is one of my favorite running musicians. Okay. I like Moth's Time better. Alright, so I got that done, but there's definitely going to be some change. Oh, no wonder everything looked kind of poor. Because I didn't have that one on. Ooh, that actually looks kind of neat. I gotta make sure I didn't break something by doing that. Okay, that horizon looks as it should now. If anything, because I turned on those other lights, I could probably bring that down to brightness just a bit. There's no flat line, there's no dark layer. That is good. Now the line pops up, which is good. It's just not perfectly flat. It is faded into the distance. Good. Might need some extra sunlight to a degree, but beyond that, nothing really. I think all they did with portraying wind was to show the sky moving. They didn't show anything beyond that. And the hair. I'm just wondering if I can raise the hair a bit more. I think I tried that though and it just wasn't gonna work. Ooch. Oh yeah, that was hand on her. Let's see, can I lift this too much more? Yeah, but it starts looking like it's disconnecting from her head then, and I don't want that. I don't think there's anything that's defined as such. And she has one. It's Flavor Flav. Alright, so I got that hair done. I needed to do her butt hair. tail. Because if I have that hair in so much detail, I have to have the rest of her in so much detail. And so I have to like that. We'll go bam. No, she's got naked butt. I could just use a standard pony's tail. This is going to be the water blocker. Okay, I wonder if there's any... a lot of the EQG models that have tails out there are probably not going to be made by COP, so I'm thinking they're not going to be the same quality. Let's see what's available through this. Oh, she's from a story. She's not mine. The best I can think of, because her hair on her head is scattered, and so I need to maintain a scattered look. So I need a tail that has hair coming out in some directions. That's why something like rainbows would work well. I'm doing well. How are you? Oh, she's from Australia. That's what the video's from. In most, out of most characters, I wouldn't say she's the most badass or anything. That's work. But she's not till later books. Expected that to happen. I haven't cleared my models out since I started, which I really should do. I can't remember when I last saved. I think it was right before I did the model thing. No, I haven't cleared out any of my models because I'm afraid to. If I do any model cleaning, it's going to potentially cause issues on videos I'm working on. Oh, it's just I should always back it all or tails on. Yeah, well, I would say bushy, because it needs to be able to fly, blow in the wind, which a lot of hair is going to not work well for that. If anything, actually, I might be able to find a way to make one of these hair actually work as a tail. Can't use rainbows again because I already did. That's got a curl. That's not going to work well with blowing, and that's too flat, so that's not going to work either. They would have mentioned if it was there, and again, a curl. So really the only one that works here that doesn't have some kind of iconic look to it is rainbows. Which I don't like. I don't want to use that again. If I could actually crunch it like sideways and squeeze it into a that might actually work. No, the problem with like rarities and a lot of other characters that aren't rainbow is you get these pre-made curls at the bottom here, and when you do a curl, it looks good one direction, but say you want to have the wind strike it to make it flop and go back like this. Well, if you have a pre-made curl, the curl is going to go like this, and that doesn't really look realistic. The curl should go the opposite direction and fly backwards. But when it's pre-built into it like that, it doesn't work like that. It's not going to curl correctly. But the only way to do that, make the curl look good without having a shitload of bones, is to pre-make it to look like that. So it's just the models are built to look good within certain situations. But if you start trying to yank them in an awkward direction, yes, they're going to break. But that's one of the things that I don't like about animating with Rarity or Fluttershy, because the mains don't look like flying hair. They look like that. They're the ones that really look stiff. Rainbow to me is the one that always looks good because it goes straight out, so then it can flop both directions. The only one nice thing about like Rarity and Fluttershy is that the curl can actually make it look better in a picture, because you can simulate it mid curl in the breeze, but you don't have to worry about going the other direction. Nice scope. Now I'm gonna try something with the main here. Alright, shot. This wood. Well, the thing is there's a lot of oh yeah, those are locked or something, aren't they? What are these locked? The hair, back, death. Okay. I'm gonna lock that to a butt. She doesn't lock it to pelvis. Fuck it. I should get it to pop up. Yep. But I don't want to. I want to get rid of all the models and stuff, like reset, because it would be nice to. But there's a lot of models that I have now that are I will never be able to find again, because they're just gone. They don't exist anymore. The person that made them no longer supports them or took them down from where they were. That causes issues. So if I go and clean out everything, it could work, but I don't think so. I'm just afraid of losing something that I'm never going to be able to get back again. I don't see this working, but until you try. Okay, I purposely had set this up so that it didn't animate the base. I just want to see if this actually works. So I'm thinking of looking a little stretched. I think this is still set to be the same. Yeah, it is. So see, this is the problem. If I go like this hair is going to collapse in on itself, meaning that the only way to make this work is to go up and down. But then I have to offset it. And then it just seems really small. Yeah, that's really small. Yeah, that doesn't really seem like a regal anything. And I mean, I could just like copy paste that a shitload. I think I have to do that to pelvis. If it works, it works. But then I'll need to have some of it actually get nice and big. Actually, this isn't looking as bad as I expected it to be. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Need to catch my breath here. See this, I know that having multiples like this is going to have issues with them clipping. But you can turn them. So let's say we turn this one. This one there. This one there. I'll make that other one big too. Animate this too. It wasn't helpless. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Need to catch my breath here. Should have done this when I went through it, but I'm just gonna sit here. Okay, so now they all are moving individually. What if I had them all, because they should have all the bones within a similar distance of each other, yes. So now what if I animate those on top of this, on with each other? So, just the hair. No, I'm probably going to need the base too. And get the hair of one of them. Keep it like that. And now you go the other direction. I don't know where that is now. There. Not so much though. They are breaking a little when transferring back and forth. Okay. There's Joey. Actually, I find I've gotten to the point that animating is the easier part now. I was figuring out times on how long it takes me to do stuff, and the animating portion is my quickest thing. It's all the building of the scene and planning that it takes the longest. Select the story anyway. I don't know if this is going to be quite enough delay. No, it's not. So I animated them together, which looks unnatural, and now I'm going through and going down the line, removing one bone out of the group, then pushing them forward a little bit in time, and then grab it, or deselecting the closest bone to the base, and then moving it forward a little bit more. And that creates, at least the assumption is to create kind of a wave feel. Now, see, it doesn't really, I think, look right having it move like I had it here. Probably should be actually going up and down. But I'm going to see if I can just cheat it to see if that works. Oh yeah, I can't do it like that with the pelvis cylinder speed. So I gotta take that off, and now I should be able to rotate them. I'm just going to take some of these and delay them just a little bit more than the others. That's too much. I overdid it. Okay, so I'm just going to take one move forward. Move back. It's like this one, the top one here, which I think is this one. I want to have this one, not that one. Which one's the other one? See, that could actually work. The only thing I would need to do is potentially add in actually just a copy of this one. Paste, lock this to pelvis so that it shows up correctly. And then I just want to move this one a little bit to fill that gap. Adjust it a little bit so that it doesn't look like a copy. Just shrink it by a teeny bit. other thing I need to worry about is that the tails don't look like they're actually moving down at the base. Okay, so that doesn't really have too much of an effect on it, which means that it's going to be grabbing just this one. I think I might be able to make that loop. Okay. And the other thing I want to do is I'm going to grab that same bone again. And I want to have it, when it goes down here, lag behind and stay down. That should work. There's a break in the animation right here. Can't even notice it, so don't care. But I'm sorry, in terms of like, does animation, is it a distance? Because no, is it as hard as it looks? Yes and no. It's just practice. Like, the more you do it, the easier it is. And I still don't know a lot. There's certain like things that if you told me to animate that, I would have no idea how to do it. There's certain actions or movements that I just don't know how to do naturally. But a lot of that, figuring out how something naturally moves, it takes research. So if I wanted to make a dog walk, should I just start animating a dog walking? Hell no. You should actually go and observe and find references for how to do a lot of that stuff. It's not as much about just practice as it is about if you're unsure of it, find something that already has done it, or find a reference and try to just duplicate. So I think this works. And I kind of like it because it splits the hair up. So like it actually, and actually I wonder if I can, because right here her tail splits. I might be able to adjust the way it moves so that that part never happens, at least within the camera's realm. Because it's from here to here. So it's always, everything's going to be in there. I'm going to start the split right at the beginning though. Right here. Yeah, because then when it, before it splits again, you're not even going to notice it. And I'm just wondering, should I have a bigger mane? I'm thinking so. So I'm going to try taking all these scales. actually turned out pretty good. I might need to play with the lighting a little bit to make it work better. Because there's a light that's coming up from underneath here that I'm thinking was not meant to hit the tail. See, that's all wing. Oh, it's actually, it could be one of the wing ones. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Okay. I can't use cutoff because that's going to actually... No, I mean, I can't use min and max because that's going to cause obvious lighting issues. So I am going to use cutoff. I'm going to bring in that far edge. And so it looks like I'm pulling it away there. I think that did it. And actually solved a lot of other lighting issues too. Alright. I think that there's another... If I shut off all these wing lights, does it light the main at all? No. Okay, so one of these is causing issues lighting the main. I think that's one of them. But if it is, it's probably not a big problem. This one's actually lighting your head a bit, I think, too. Nope, that's something else. You know, easiest way to do this is we're going to take all these lights out, turn off all lights of the map, and then look at them individually. So, okay, so this one is lighting the wing. We're good. This one, wing, good. This one, hitting tail, bad. That's probably because I have a high radius. Yes. But the radius isn't even really doing anything, so I think I'm going to turn that down. Okay, it's hitting tail a little bit. That's fine. Alright, that one's hitting tail a little bit. Fine. Fine. That is not fine. What are you doing, wing? Oh, when it actually blends, it's not so bad. It's just hitting a little bit on the edge. So what does it do for lighting everything? It's definitely lighting the hip more than I originally intended. Is this one again? Yeah. You get a crown, and I think you get some like perks. Maybe. I don't know if you get ads now. Yeah, I never understood the Prime thing. Like, I do YouTube Red, but I actually enjoy the benefits from that. I just don't see the point of the one from there. So yeah, that is a bright... What was I thinking? So that is fine how it's lighting at that. Okay. Alright, yeah, that looks better contrast now. The only things I'm not liking here right now, hoofs. Pitch black right into the dirt. Light hitting the ground is going to reflect up and at least give a little bit of lighting to the to where their hoof is. And it's causing that issue too because I'm having the hoof sink into the ground. I had Twitch Prime for a little while because it came with a Humble Bundle of some sort I got. But I noticed nothing on it. But really, I don't use Twitch enough to probably make it... well, I guess I stream on it, but I don't use it much beyond the streaming though. I watch like maybe one other person, but that's like not very often that I do that. Animation reference. Oh, yeah. It's stuff like that actually does come in handy. I've been trying to take advantage of some of the stuff like this, like being able to show you when legs hit and how the legs move. But then the main thing I've actually started doing lately is, with running you don't really notice it as much, but at the beginning with the walk, these shoulders right here, when they hit, the shoulders tend to lift way up, and I've been trying to take advantage of doing that more. I love how they have the different speeds. But actually, when I went to do the run cycle for my original one that I had, that was I did use a reference from the show, and then I also from other stuff. But this is the one that I kind of made. I made more of a canter, not a gallop. This is a run that good luck trying to make the 3D models do, because you're trying to take something that a small little animal does with small little legs, and you're trying to do it with a horse that has tree trunks for legs, and doesn't translate very well. This is probably not going to work how I want it to, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Wow, I thought I was still going to be too bright. I am surprised. This is not new relight, is it? No, I wasn't doing anything. Okay, a little too bright. The main thing is I just don't want to have it black like that. I want to have a little bit of light coming up. There, that works well. Now it actually blends correctly. Where it creates there's a contrast enough to see that they're not the same object, but it blends just better. That's all I care about. So what would this look like if I actually put her as tall as she's supposed to be? From this angle, anyway. Should be imposing as shit. I actually kind of like it with her being tall like that. You know what? I might actually do that. It's a pretty easy fix too. Just put her up. Grab my camera, which is right now going to be in her head, which actually isn't that bad of a shot either, and just have it drift upwards a little bit. I have to definitely play with the tails because it's like one of them's coming out of her butt. But I know why that's doing that, because when I moved them up, the pelvises did not move with it. So that's an easy fix. This one still has some part going down a little low there. Which main is that? That one. Did I not have you selected or something? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Which is the other one that's really low? This one. There. Yeah, she looks... Well, I think it looks more imposing, which is what I kind of wish I would have done originally. The thing is, too, I think right now I just have her literally standing there. There's nothing about her. I'm not giving her a special pose in this at all. I probably should. And with the princesses, it's kind of you're kind of limited because the legs don't work quite, I think, how you'd want them to. So we're going to first actually take all these pelvis bones and lock it to her pelvis, because then I don't have that issue anymore. And actually, if I wanted to, you can make her look even taller by bringing in the camera more and zooming out more, but I don't think my camera's going to be able to take that wide of a shot. I'm going to rename these two as they should be. And I think the one thing I'm going to have problems with, I think, with this now is, while making her look pretty good, I have to go and redo the other model to match with this, and who knows. Let me get rid of foot now. This is This is going to be foot length. So let's put her in an actual pose. So I need to take both of these. I'm going to lock them. And they are awkwardly positioned. At least in how the bones are selected. Whatever. So I'm just going to move them back a little bit. Essentially, I'm going to keep her legs in the same position. I'm just moving her body a little bit. If I move her, does her body get confused? No. Okay. So I want to make sure all the hair is going to stay right in the same place and all that. So I'm going to bring her butt down a little bit and bring it back. And have it aimed up a little bit. Oops, that's the thigh again. There we go. So I'm going to give her kind of a stretched look. The legs on the princess models don't work very well for bending heavily, so I don't want to mess around with the stretching too much. Okay, but just going forward doesn't make much sense. So I'm going to take this leg, we're going to move it a little bit further back and around the corner, turn the hoof to match with the movement. And we're going to get this leg to match. I think I might need to trim the butt a bit too. Actually, this other leg I could probably move forward a bit more then. So I'm going to take her chest one, lock it. I'm going to bring her pelvis down a little bit because I want to have it arch her back a little bit. Have that stay. Yeah. Do that. Bring this down a bit. Bring this up. And these are gonna be straighter. So she's gonna be leaning forward. Make sure I'm not breaking the hoof. I think I might actually trim this leg in a bit. How does it look from this angle, though? So yeah, now I don't know if that pose works from this angle. Because now without the separation of the legs, it does create kind of a confusion as to where her legs are. So this leg might still have to stay a good bit out. What I can do, if she's leaning that way, I think that's still locked, right? Yes. This leg is forward, so this butt can be turned a little bit, tilted. Especially if I moved it forward a bit more. So I'm redoing a lot of stuff, but it's just trying to get that pose down. Because again, I don't always know what a realistic pose looks like that I'm needing. So instead, I just keep putzing until I find something that works. There, that bend didn't look right. That'll have to work. But that makes it so that she can push her body a little bit this direction. Gotta be careful here because I don't want to move the horn too far out of the way of the camera. But I might be able to actually get her to have her... I might have to adjust the camera to make this work, but I can turn it there. Turn the neck a bit this way. And then have the head turned up and over. So then I gotta move this back over a bit. I'll put this one further back as well. Like this is just kind of her standing leg. I'm gonna take her just to lock the shoulders and the neck. Just gonna turn this a bit. That's not what I'm gonna do. This just gives a little bit more of an oomph to that shoulder. See, I think this is going to cause the same issue from the back angle here. Oh, nope, there's a little bit of a gap there. Her head needs to be turned back more this way. That back leg from this angle looks broken. We don't want that. I wonder if I can turn it more into this way, so I can try to better show a bend. Maybe I'll look that way. The main thing I always want to do is I just want to make sure I'm not T-posing it. And by that I mean I don't want to have any model that is sitting in nothing but their base position, because to me that's kind of a cop-out, and it's like anybody can do that. So I prefer to try to manipulate the models in some way to give them some kind of more unique look than just loaded in. think the back leg is a little bit busted here. Which is made to be way more turned than I actually have it. I think the only problem with this pose right now too is if I don't know her cutie mark, I am basically flaunting that fact. May not look right from this angle, but it looks fine from the other one. I just need to move this one up more. It's actually behaving pretty good for a bent leg. It's getting to that point right now where it starts getting a little awkward. Again, this is the point that matters, so I will just look at it from this point. Okay, this leg is further back. Just gonna drop the butt a little bit. This one is further forward. So I'm gonna raise the butt a little bit. I'm actually getting another one of these light areas right here. You can actually see where that panel is right here, but it gets rid of the reflection if I move it up all the way. Well, actually, I wonder if because that's taking in the light from it, so I might be able to offset that color difference. I'm kind of going off on a tangent. I see something and I want to fix it. Because right now it's popping up as too orange. So if I remove some of the orange from it. Actually, was that the right color? Skin? No, I did the purple one? Yeah, I did. That should, yeah, it darkened it. So now it is black. So this would be the base color. Okay, back to normal. So I want to remove just a little bit of the orange to offset it. So we're going to 0.9, 0.9. Okay, it kind of worked, but it also darkened the water a little bit. I don't want that. So we're going to try the opposite. So we're going to do 1.1 to offset it by brightening the other colors. And actually, I think that worked. It does blend a little bit here. Just need a little bit less red. 9.8, 0.98. Yeah, that blends in much better. Man, it's with the motion blur. I really don't even see this stuff popping up, but I'm just anal about it. It's like, I know in the future I want to make pictures from it, so I want to make sure that it looks good in those pictures. Okay, it wasn't much, but now it definitely is not. There's not as sharp of a line going through there for the stuff. All right. I think, other than giving her motion, I am thinking she is done. I mean, yeah, she's got her hair in motion, but there's not much to her actually moving, and the problem is actually trying to see any motion that she's doing is going to be an ass. Because I mean, how do you? I think I'm gonna take and just have her do something just really simple. I'm just gonna have her neck go down. Actually, I'm gonna grab her from the shoulders here. Oh, your neck is locked there. It's gonna lock a lot of your bones. So that's all it is. And actually, how our neck is positioned, it kind of looks awkward. Whatever, I'm gonna go with it. Just have to add a little bit of motion to it past that. And actually, she's got to be moving around here, so you're not even going to notice it. Alright, now I gotta grab the middle bits, grab the head, just have it dip down with the motion. That was actually way quicker motion than I thought it would be. Do that further down like this. I'm gonna have her head actually turn. There. Minor, but it really doesn't make much sense or even look that good from any other angle, but I don't care. Alright, so now the only other thing I need to do in here is try to just beef it up a little bit. Like, because, well, there's a lot of clouds and stuff, there's not much going on in her direct vicinity. Like, something needs to be interacting with her a bit more. I really wish I could put more volumetric light right in her face, but I think that that's not going to work. Just like before, never know till you try. I forgot what her main one was. Let's use this. Okay, that's what I was expecting. So now I gotta try to figure out which of these is using shadows and they shouldn't be. What's this one? I think I just turned that one off because it wasn't. I think it's for a brighter rim, but it really wasn't needed. I might have accidentally copied it too. Who knows? This is not shadowed. That is shadowed. Why is your footlight shadowed? And even then, I think your footlight is now not working. This isn't the fade of the shots. It's not even really be noticeable. Alright, so if that's turned off now... Oh wait, that's what that other light was. This. Alright, I'm making things and 10 seconds later forgetting that I made it. Nope, this thing's going to the front. I'm going to try to see if I can use a volumetric light a bit, but I don't see this going well. Yeah, volumetrics... But I need to keep this low and coming from a bit of a distance, but I can't be touching the water at all. And then it has to be really low. Hi, Kyle. So I'm thinking the only way I'm going to make this work is by being at a large distance. But I think that then that's going to cause just more issues. I have a feeling this is not going to work, but I said the same thing about the tail, and that ended up working. That's the light I'm working with. It's the tail is just the main. That's all it is. Just putts with it to make it work. Okay, so there is some lining going on here. So I'm trying to get it to just do lines along the edges here, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to bring this into a fairly tight area to make that work. Anytime I've ever made that kind of a shading work, I have to do it right around the model. This is hitting, oh, it's hitting its cutoff, that's what it's hitting. Kind of like that. The benefit of this, though, is that the light actually like shutters and stuff. It's just that normally it'll break some of the lighting and other stuff by doing that. Okay, I fixed the horizon. Figured out what was causing that. Actually, it's turning out a little better than I thought for that. See, this is what it looks like. Actually, that's kind of cool just as it is. It's neat. Because anytime I've ever tried doing this, I usually have to pump up the brightness so much on the one that's creating the volumetrics that it just kind of destroys everything else. So for one, let's go back to this one. So I want to get as close to her as possible without crossing over. That'd be right here. So that I'm creating the least amount of volumetric in front of her that's not causing a shadow. Now you do this and hope that it works. Probably won't. Okay, that is definitely not too strong, which is good. Drop that down, increase that filter size a little bit so it's not so sharp, so it doesn't make any sense. There. Okay. And the only other thing I'm thinking about is I need the sun to be coming out from there with beams that are similar to what's hitting her. And actually there's one problem I have with this right now, and that is the shadow is very much this area right here. If I move this, because the light technically is coming from the middle. Bring it down a little bit more. Oh, no, actually not. I'm going to keep it up a little bit more, like this. And then just bring down the height a bit more. Because this should balance out the light brightness a little bit. But, and if you really wanted to, I'm not sure if this is going to work. You put the volumetric up a little bit, or not volumetric, the radius up a little bit, and you can usually have the, so it takes more control of the environment. You can have it play with the, the way that the shadows look a little bit more. The only thing that bothers me is this horn right here. Because they're essentially causing like this big like black ray of death to come out of her head right here. But I think that's just going to be if I move it that direction. It's just going to be like that no matter where I move it. Well, I can just decrease the height again. Get it away from her head. So that it went to more around her wings. Because that's really what I wanted it for, was for the wings. That's actually the thing too I gotta work out, is if it's up here, it's gonna look fucked up like that. Where's that light coming from? Does it go away when it processes? Okay, it's not there then. Okay, so it's just that it's just taking time for everything to process, and it's not able to when I'm moving it. All right. No, so from the sun area where it's coming in, I kind of want to have like beams shining, but I don't want to have another shadow light, or at least I can't, so I can kind of simulate that. I wonder if I did it with a couple volumetric lights, maybe. Let's try something. Nope, that's not what I want to name it. Okay. Son butts butt brother. What? I'm gonna try to see if I can make artificial sunbeams. Noticing any differences in this one. You got that right? Well, let me make sure it works on normal light first. Unless it's too bright and I didn't make it stand out enough. Well, yeah, for one, it's still round. Yeah, it doesn't show that it actually changed it. There we go. Now it works right. So that did work. And then the reason I did 2 of these is that then I can have one that's different slightly, so I can take over time. And have one go one direction, one go the other direction. And it creates the effect of like fake sunbeams. This is my idea with it. So you can kind of see it like shifting and moving there. The only problem with doing it this way is that I don't have like how it is right now. It looks like it's coming from a central point when technically, for especially how everything is going, probably should be further back and zoomed in so that it narrows it down into a straighter line. Let's see how that looks though. For one, I think it already brightened up the sky too much. But actually kind of in a good way. I think if I actually dim them, not like much even, so that I don't lose that definition that's already there. For one, these don't need to be this high. This would be what it looked like before. So I put it to like there, maybe? See, from here to here, it seems like she's really there's a light on her that's much brighter when up close than not. But I know I had it. Oh, I might have accidentally turned it on. I thought there was a blue light that I turned off. No, because then I turned it back. We deleted it and then I recreated it again, if I remember right. Yeah, I think it needs to be there, just not as bright as I have it. Let's go get Dickies. Well, is there even a Dickies nearby? I thought a lot of them closed down. That just sounds weird to say. Let's go get Dickies. Probably not the first one to say that, though. Okay, I'm thinking that might be good. I do like the changes there. Is there anything I can do? I'm considering adding in the sparkles, kind of like I've done before. I don't have anything like that right now. I used to have, I don't think I have a picture I can get of it easily, the Dickies plastic cups, like the big glove things. I used to have like 300 of them. At work, we had multiple boxes of them. My old job in Working Damage Freight, multiple boxes of them that we couldn't. We had them, and we couldn't figure out where they went. You think to Dickies, but we didn't know which one. So we had like 1,000 cups, and we just started giving a whole bunch out. And so I ended up having like 300 at one point. They're nice little cups, but 300 of them. Okay, here's a hair on her butt. That air is bugging the crap out of me. Because I moved the leg forward. And it doesn't want to be. Alright, it's gone now. I'm gonna have to make a change in the other shot. There's one thing this shot didn't need. It didn't have enough of. It was particles and crap moving. Blues, magic power. Rising something, lifting stars. There it is. I'm gonna start it at 7 and go for 5. God, what's the thing doing, Kyle? What do you want, Kyle? Yeah, you have a cup too. That's nice. I love that it had to show me the picture where it failed to send it to, or it failed to send, and then I tried again. Okay, so this twist around axis, no. Just want them to lift. I want them to be slower. Thin box, so we're going to give you a much bigger range to go in. We're going to say 400, 400. Or you can just take whatever the hell I pushed. 400, 400, 200. Negative 400, negative 400, 0. Color. Go with yellow. Anything outside of her focus range is going to blur very quickly. So if I have them, they have to be within her range. Anything past that's not really going to show. Okay. So, besides that, I think I just need to light the legs a little bit, and then I could probably call that good. I'll have to render it out to see how it actually looks. But we'll see. What's the other thing too? What is causing... Oh, the light's just having an issue where there is land under the water. So wherever that land is, so where's my ground? There, gone. That was easy. I'm just gonna light the light though. Different. That's why you name your stuff. So I think what it is the blue ambient light that's coming down is hitting it from the back, but it's not quite getting to that leg. There's no shadows enabled, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this light. I'm going to shine in a very narrow margin here. What do I really call it my work ethic? I just call it my like obsessiveness to make sure, like, it's like you know you can do something, and that, but you purposely stop short. It's like that's my problem. I know I'm able to do it, so if I don't go and do it, I feel like I'm not trying as hard as I should. Okay, so I was trying to make it so that it was still dark at the top, but it would fade towards the bottom. So let's see how that matches up with everything. Pretty good. I do think that it's cutting off a little too sharply at the top there, though. Which is going to be... But also, it's like when I'm nitpicking like this, too, I feel like this is when I'm actually learning things. Like, let's see if that works. If I'm just doing the stuff I know, I'm not learning anything. So, it's like, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now the front and the back legs look evenly lit. So that's what I was going for. Okay. This is going to be blue ambient front legs. And actually, in the last, like, probably 2 weeks, I've been working on anthology stuff, and I've actually learned some really, really neat things on there, and but I can't show you, so it sucks. Like for instance, I made really, really cool lightning. Let's see if I can find a good shot for it. Hi. There we go. Oh, that's not the map I want. Let's see, screw this. We'll do this way.
Yeah, Kyle always does focus on butts. I don't get it.
There we go. No, but like, let's just say we'll get a, what's it called, wall. I think everything's loaded, right? Yeah. I just want to grab one of these ones because it's the better for texture stuff.
Stuff.
Like, say, I have this, and then we'll do another one. These just want to be the surfaces that I'm going to reflect off of. I'm just going to put this over here. I'm just going to do this as a really bright light. Here for now. Since I can't actually show you that part, I thought I'll just do this because then, and it's just using gobos, but gobos are super cool.
What's a gobo?
I don't know what it stands for, but it's texturing a light. Okay, so let's do it like that. Who cares? And I'm going to take this camera and zoom in a bit more so we have a better angle like that. And this I'm going to name Flash. And I'm going to take another one. And so this one I want to have just be an ambient light. Make it slightly blue. Like nighttime. Let's make another one quick. Put this one over here. Let's make it a little dimmer than the other one. That's the first one is hitting that one really strong. love these models because even with just a little light, you can make something look pretty cool.
You like lighting.
I love lighting. Okay, it's there. We'll just do that. Now we're going to load in a different light. We're going to create a light. We're going to put this over here. I don't want shadows enabled. I want to enable volumetrics. So I will have and I'm going to put this volumetric over here. There's my volumetric. So I needed to have this be pretty tight. So I'm going to get in here and we're going to bring down the minimum. Expand that quite a bit more. This might make it a little bit more difficult or lower quality, but I don't care. So we're going to try to thin this thing out to as thin of a layer as we can. So putting this down to 500. That's just not going to do it. I have to play with the numbers. So we're going to do 10, 500, 250. Let's say that is thin enough. Okay. And these actually came with the one thing. So I'm just going to grab a lightning texture here, like this. Voila. You now have a lightning bolt. And I'm going to expand it a bit more like this. I'm going to bring our flash in the correct angle. We're going to look at what that is like again. We do it like this. We're going to add volumetric. Reduce it drastically. And drop them in so that it doesn't glow as much in the center. Okay, like that. Drop that intensity again. We'll say to that. That should work. Alright. So this is going to be... Those are the other lights. So we're going to put those there. Call this lightning. And now we're just going to play with these numbers. I want to get this to be really, really bright. We'll say that should be a good number. So, and now we're just going to, so this, I'll put this so that this is going to be the max of what I want. We'll say that that's going to be the max brightness. So I'm going to 0 my intensity, and now we're just going to like literally just simulate a flash. So we'll do, lightning is probably going to do a small glow first, and then it's going to do a slight glow, and then jump down into then a much brighter glow like this, and then there's probably going to be a couple little lingering ones afterwards.
When you guys type Armageddon, I see that as Argodamon.
Okay, and then I will adjust this to be a little bit more in this direction. Okay, works, but I need to bring this down a bit more and shrink it even more. And then stretch this out. Okay. Same thing for flash now. I'm going to do the same thing. Anytime this was going up, I know now I'm kind of working in minors, but I want to have flash go down to 0, or not 0, but increase in brightness. So do the early one here. And do another one here. And then we'll drag this out. That just kind of dies off there. But you can create a pretty neat effect with that. And like here, I probably should actually, like with the actual lightning, I should actually remap this to be like super bright. Actually, that's not going to work. Then you could just incoming sound have
Imputum fulmino.
It was the voiceovers. This is gonna crash if I actually keep that open. So, but you just add in a lightning sound. Then I have one loaded. Oh, the other thing too here. There's this one here. I'm going to go and put this one. Right there it goes. Whatever. Invertum, yes. Anyways, that was lighting. So I did, that was a quick version. Like when I put a lot of time into it and actually like, because I had two going at once, it actually ended up creating a really, really cool effect. It actually partially did save. I want to know. But yeah, so in essence, that's was an easy way to create cool lighting, and when you actually do the put time into making things like blend correctly, and like here I would have had, if you put in the various like cloud models, like I have in the other ones, like those layered 3D clouds, and you shine a light at different layers that it looks like the lightning's hitting the bottom layer of the clouds, it actually creates a really cool effect. So I thought that was Warhammer. So yeah, that was really, really cool. And like the lightning texture came with SFM, or not SFM, I think it's a TF2. And a lot of this, I think there's already sound effects in there for it too. So it's all there. But it just shows volumetric light's pretty powerful. Yeah, I just didn't delete this. Okay. So we are almost done with our shots here. Okay, this one, I'm just gonna do something quick with it. I need to put some starting clouds. Actually, where does this? This is a shot that goes to this point and this point. Okay, yeah, that's fine, actually. My only problem with this shot right now is that it just feels so bland. Let me get the original. Did I resave the new one? No, I didn't. I should do that. There. I think this is it. Hey, it's Japanese again. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to this one just so I can have the Japanese version. And I'm gonna save this now so I don't forget it. There we go. So this is the one I'm doing. So there's leaves that are going. Okay. I can do that. Leaves are easy. Over here. Oh, I can use his butt. There. Thank you. Your butt has served me well. Okay. So there's leaves, but they're going the wrong direction. Damn you, leaves. Since I probably have to just redo this one too. Responding from a box, correct? Yes, which means I have local space. I do not have local space selected. Oh, actually, local space does not matter because it does not move in that direction. Or does it? I can't remember now. Yeah, I don't think it gives a shit about what direction I do for that. So I will leave that off. That means random force. I have it going that direction. I need it going. It's going this direction. I need to go that direction. So this is going to be 0 on this. And then I got to figure out which direction these are going to go. Standing still, apparently. Perfect. Okay. So that's the correct direction. I do not want these going too high. So I'm going to drop this down to 100. And 600's got to be over. Yeah, that's over the length of that direction. So I'm going to drop that down to... Okay, it's not going to let me do that. So we'll do 4. And then we will do 1. And then like it disables my delete key or something. Move this and this. It is start time 9.8. No, 8 seconds. A little bit more. Start. Kind of just pop right in there. It's probably got to go like this. Yes. Okay. We're going to tighten that a bit more. Oh, that's why it's still 2100. 2100. Okay, that looks better. Okay, it is traveling too far. I don't need it going that far. So do 200, and then we can drop its lifetime to 1 second. In here to my leaves. Turbulent force is going up and down a lot. That's exactly what I want us to do. Okay, so we're good. These are yellow right now. I do not want them being yellow. Am I coloring them yellow? I believe that's how they come. I want them to be green. They're kind of reddish, so I wonder if I just color them like blue. Oh, actually, I don't think these ones can be colored. really can't. Okay. Well, I will fix that. Oops. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Leafs, that's from Dota, so that's models, props, nature. Dota models, props, nature, leaf. Well, I'm in the right folder. Oh yeah, that's a stupid thing. Okay. Where's my tools? What was the name of the editor? Or did I just keep it in my downloads? HXD, I think. Let me try. I'm trying to remember where I put my stuff. Or did I even install it? Might have just ran it right from the downloads. But I swear it was HXD. No, I swear I installed it. I'm going to put in there. Where to put my hex editor? Oh, there we go. Ah, okay. Alright, can't remember which one to change here. I think it was this one. Yep, okay. Yeah, I did that right. Might not work out as much as I wanted to. I'm thinking that if I add a photo filter of blue, that it might offset. No, it actually became purple. Purple. I guess I just overdid the coloration on there. And then I do a little bit less and then go more towards. Nope, still gonna do it. So I have to do it as a full. Well, we'll just do it this way. We'll do green. We'll do a sharp green. Sure. This might want the one leaf I'm kind of worried about. Everything else I think should work. Oh, that's a bit better. Why you error? Oh, I know it's an error. So that's what I thought. So it's going to... Oh, no. Well, it's not what I thought. It's still being stupid. Let's try this again. I thought I might have to reload the software to fix it. But... Yep, I will. Okay. I can't really think of anything like not rated M that's going to come after the phrase, "Hey Kyle, you know you like butts," or "You know how you like butts." Yeah, I don't see anything positive coming out of that. There we go. Now I have green leaves. Green. I still think, though, the one problem I have with him is that he still doesn't seem like his character, but I really don't know how to make his character otherwise, because he's supposed to be like kind of techie, and I really don't see how to even make his jaw work for the most part. If I remember right, he doesn't have hair, so that makes that easier, kind of. But I have leaves, but the leaves are moving too fast. And I say that because they're blurring out of existence. So we will take and turn that down. Now, normally here I will take this and make a closer one to go in front of the camera, but I don't know if that's going to really do anything. For one, I got to make sure that I had the issue again yesterday where I copied a shot. I think that's when it does this, not as much when you copy the particle itself and paste it. When you copy a shot, when I modified one shot, it modified the other shot's particle too. Too slow. Actually, that might still be too slow. That should work. Okay. And I'm gonna turn the count down. Turn that count down. I already have that one in. Mood emission maximum. Let's do 18. right? Whatever. Okay. So the idea of this one is to be closer and up towards the camera, because I don't want any particles crossing through a person. So this is usually my way to do that, where I can have them cross in front of them without having to worry about that oopsie daisy kind of thing. I should move this closer though. The closer they are, the more in focus they'll be. Actually, I should probably, because of motion blur and everything else, put that a little closer. I probably can turn down the shutter speed on. I mean, I could do it on this shot, but I'm pretty sure that this is not going to, or it's going to just override it anyway. Oh no, you have to override. So this is actually going to be per shot. So yeah, I can actually decrease the shutter speed. Okay, that makes it a little better. I'll do one more, but I don't want it to be suddenly like really weird. I don't want to have like suddenly is it even having an effect? Nope. Wait, no, that wouldn't have had an effect. This would have an effect. Nope. It is being overridden. Right, yeah. Yep. Don't want to actually export habit. Okay, now I can override it. Whatever I want. Okay, well that's way too big. Okay. So that decreased the effect a little bit. He was born in the year of the butt. I wonder if there's something else I can do here. I don't think there's much I can actually do other than potentially play with the lighting a bit more, because maybe it's just that like the lighting down here, there's a feeling that the sun's coming from behind, but he has quite a little bit of light coming from the front. Okay, what is this light doing? Okay, so it's lighting his jaw a bit. If I remember right, I had to, because his jaw looked too dark. I actually gave it that nice metallic look, so I gotta keep that. This light, that's gonna be one I have to keep. That's the one I probably have to clear up a little bit. I think if I take this one but move it. Oh, I'm not going to do anything with it. I think that's the issue. It's like right now the sun has this implication as coming from the right side, but I'm not giving that the correct feeling, I think, for it. See, now that looks even better too. Having that dark shadow in between his head, I think actually does quite a bit. He does not have an eye light, which could actually give him a little more life too. So this is going to be, I'm going to call this main right. It's high noon. High noon. Where'd your head go? There's your eye. It's kind of acting weird controls there. Don't want to be in that bright. Looks fine there, but when he blinks, I definitely have to bring it down. So I like getting that darker bit under his hat there, because it felt weird, I guess, that being as well lit as it was. I figure out what these last little bits are that lighting it. I'm thinking that just shading errors. Looks there's a little bit of light on his top, the edge of his hat there. But I'm thinking that's just going to be stuff I can never get rid of. Some of these I can't turn all the way down like that. That one I can actually turn down a little bit. All the way, but there you go. Is there any one specific light that's causing that nice little light line across his forehead? One of you is... Oh, actually, you know, I bet you I know how to figure this out, too. Oh, it's that one. And that one. So, rim and mane. Alright. Should be able to fix that with depth bias. Though it might not work well in the model. Got rid of most of it. Did it cause any problems with lighting the model, though? Not seeing any. Depth bias determines where shadows start, and so that's why you can see it actually kind of creep in the hair there. There's no 0 for it, or it's already at 0, but by having it be not start right at the initial like 0, it can help prevent some issues regarding errors on textures, so it doesn't hit like the edge of a polygon and create a nice flat shadow, so it kind of ignores the little teeny bit things. But here by decreasing it, I actually got rid of some of that crap underneath there. Now, I do feel like his hat itself is a bit dark on the underside. If I remember right, that hat itself just is dark down there. Yeah. It doesn't like light anyway. But the best way to light that would be, I'm going to take a main here, disable shadows. I'm going to come from the back side, so I'm not lighting the actual model. See if this will do it. So I am lighting the hat. It'll be opposite the camera. Should be about here. Because I don't want to have it pitch black under the hat. It should have something, even if it's just very, very minor. Okay. I'll do a little bit less of that color, but if I add a little yellow, I might be able to at least imply that it's the color of the hat. Okay. Alright, so now it has a little bit there. Alright, that shot looks a lot better. Just from doing that, so that's okay with me. Hat light. What'd you do tonight? Well, I made a light for a hat. It was one of my life goals. thought I had some other stuff I'd tried in here. This didn't work. Because, definitely try some light rays. Because I don't want to make this shot feel like, what the hell after this shot. I gotta buff this one up. At least to some degree. The main thing is trying to remember what the hell direction do I want to go. Do I do it like this and have it imply the sun coming from above? I mean, obviously it's blue and it's not yellowish, so it's got to be daytime. But still. How dare you, Wilton? I thought we had something. Well, then you left me. I don't know. I've heard those words before. So that actually looks good. It's just I have to move them like this way or something. No. Do I just rotate them? And move them? No, it's got to be the other rotate. So I'm going to rotate these down a bit more, like this, and have these rotate up and turn a bit. Actually, I think what these need is that they need to be turned more like this. And then as this scene progresses, I think I need to turn them and move them. Like that. So, you know, that could actually work. Cookies make everything better, yes. Again, this is going to be one of those things of I'm going to try to take creative bits because 2D doesn't work like 1D. Or 1D? Yes, I'm going to make a 1D movie. I'm turning the camera so that it there's a cooler bit to it. I wonder if I can turn it here too. No, I think that last one I'm not going to do. What I'm going to do though is, I want to point out that shot there. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to see if I can start further in and like, because right now kind of gives an implication that we're rotating. Oh wow, that actually turned out, that's way better. Oh wow, actually I really like that. I wonder if I can do like this. Because the clouds actually had this feeling that they're actually like three-dimensional and rotating within the shot. One thing I might do different is I think that I'm going to move him more to the right again. I thought putting him to the left might work good, but it's going to be either that or have him way off to the side here. No. That would only work if I had it go fast or something. But with that fade range, I'm not thinking that's going to work. So I think I might just stick with keeping him a little bit more towards the center here. Yeah, the camera's actually turning quite a bit, and it's creating a really, really neat effect with that. The only problem I'm going to maybe have is that he's going to be, right now, this is showing a lot of ground. Yeah, okay, there we go. I just want to get the ground away, because I don't want to make it feel like I need to put something there. Is that gonna blur out? Because you can actually see the skybox or the sky dome's line there. What if I sped that up? No, I can't really. Oh no, I can speed it up. It's just spinning. So right now that's the sky. And I'm gonna make it go fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah, all it's gotta be is just that. Yes. Now the sunbeams don't, I think, make as much sense, but those are easy to fix. So we're just going to make those turn even more this direction. Okay, the sky darkens over here. I need to not make that happen. So I have Cloud Light main. That's putting this one. I am just going to take that and shine it over here more. Okay. I'm actually happy with that shot now. I'm gonna call that one good. No, this code's not self-eliminate. I think I did something with it, but no, it's not. It is a little bright, but I kind of wanted it to be to a degree. It did do something with this texture. I believe I just gave it an override to the color. Yeah, it's an over. Actually, I think I'm just overriding the actual color to make it slightly brown. I mean, I can dim it. There's actually two colors in the same coat, but that's like well, actually, I should probably check my numbers. I mean, I could dim it like that, but I just I felt like that it made him too dark in the shot. This worked better because I needed him to stay darker, and I had to balance it out. So if I matched it with him, it just I would have to brighten up everything else to get nice rims, and it's just whatever. I think it's fine how it is. Only thing I could see being different is the underlight, and actually it might be one of the mains that are hitting it too. There's a lot of light coming up from underneath him. Like this main would actually work well, I think, if it was just shining like this to reduce the light that's hitting the bottom of his coat. But we should have did like that a little better. Okay, look at that. So all I have left to do is deal with those two shots that are frickin' out, and then figure out what I want to do for that shot. But otherwise, I'm almost done with part 4. So I only have 3 parts left of 1 part. But I want to, once I'm done with anthology stuff, which I have 10 days to get done, I will be doing a lot more work on this in the background, so hopefully I can start saying, hey, look all the stuff I did. So, but that is going to be it for tonight. It is already passed by a bit. We probably should do another test render though, just so I can determine if everything's going the right direction. Do something together. It better be cookies. Stop having bedtime. You know my mom. I got some stuff to do, and I probably worked more on some anthology stuff today. Nice caps. I normally don't do too much work outside of streams, but this is crunch time of year, usually that like May through July, where there's conventions coming up in August, or at least BronyCon coming up in August. So that's when most of the stuff I have that needs to get done. So I've been doing more on the side, but most of it's been Anthology, because Anthology has a deadline of July, while BronyCon is until like early August. So once Anthology stuff is done, I will be putting a lot more time in the background of it. But I normally don't feel like working on stuff when I have a time schedule, and I usually try to plan it out to figure out what I have to have done at what points. Once I hit that point where it's like I have to start working on stuff, I get it done. I'm not worried about it. What did you make? You made cookies. The man that loves cookies. You're crazy, man. Crazy. Make it rain! Alright, whatever. So, thank you for giving me the golden shower of cookies, I think. This is the thing. Yes, I need to go. So, I'll be back on Friday to do more stuff. Hopefully I can finish up that part 4 so I can start working on some of the other ones. I kind of want to start working on part 1 and get some of that stuff finished up too. So, because some of it's pretty close, and I got to figure out what that volumetric lagging issue I was having on there. So, alright. So anyways, I will see you guys potentially Friday. Lord Helix or Lord Dome? I'm thinking I'm missing something. I'm not sure I quite understand the question, but I need to go. I'm tired. Streaming is mentally exhausting. So, if we say it, I'll probably answer chat. So, alright, bye bye. Oh, yeah, you gotta have cat. Who's cat? Who was cat? I was cat. There we go. Okay. See you guys later.